Hey guys, welcome back to Undercover Overland. It's been a little while since I've done a video, and I've got a bunch of stuff lined up. I've got some maintenance stuff, I've got some upgrades. Yeah, I've got a little DJI Nano, little magnetic tiny camera. It's got a separate screen. I can connect to it for selfies, or I can just set it on a tripod so I can monitor what I'm doing. I've got a Bouge RV solar controller so I can hook up some external solar panels. I've got 400 watts of energy. I've got a gauge to hook up to the Scan Gauge 3. This gauge here actually is going to monitor my EGT. And I've got a, where's the probe? Shit, I got to go find the probe. Got some flame retardant tape. I've got a pillar right here to put the gauge in. I think it's a single pillar. Here's the glow shift pillar mount that the gauge is going to go into right there. Also, I got an extraction fill pump so I can test my diesel external fuel line that used to go to the generator. See if that'll supply fuel to the diesel heater. Got myself a little grease board here. And it's got some magnets or screws. Probably can't use either of them, so a little two-sided tape. Put that inside the camper. Not sure where. And the most important thing I need to do first is the drain and fill the coolant. All right, first thing you always do is chock that wheel. So I'm gonna be using AMSOIL, antifreeze coolant, ethylene glycol. This stuff is really good. It's the only one that you can combine with either green, red, gold coolant. It doesn't matter. Good stuff. If you mix any other kind into it, it's going to have a bad chemical. Got a light for underneath if I need it. Got a 19-inch. We've got a metric 19 for the old drain plug. You're going to need a pretty big drain pan that holds quite a bit of coolant. I've got a little rigid compressor to hook up to this. It's an airlift vacuum. It's going to vacuum out all the air. Make sure you don't have any air bubbles in your system. Fuck. First up, just take your cap off here. Gives us my air to breathe it. All right, and we're going to drain the coolant out of the radiator. And I'm just gonna see if I can hand loosen the rest of it. Make sure I don't splash it in my eyes. There we go. Oh, it's getting all over me. All right, I'm gonna try this again. See if I can get this adapter on. That's a tight fit. Well, that's in about as far as I can get it. So now you just close this up as tight as you can. Hopefully it won't pop out from the pressure. Now we're gonna hook up the Venturi with the drain hose on it. You gotta get that gauge down to about 27, 28 PSI. All right, I'm gonna put 3 gallons of this coolant in. Make sure you have your bucket full. You don't want to stop in the middle and get air pockets in. It is not working. Fuck. Fucking bugs. That's a bummer. My DJI Nano just died. Battery capacity isn't very good on it, but it's pretty cool. Gives you a first-person perspective, I guess. Best time of the day right here. Hanging out in the marsh. Hell yeah. All right, first startup, looks like I didn't drop down at all. So I'll do one more cycle, see what happens. All right, all finished. Successful coolant swap. It's actually only, some people don't know, it's like half of the coolant. It takes about 6 gallons, but the rest of it is up in the engine. You got to unscrew the bottom of the engine plug and the left side and drain those and drain out of the heater core fully. And for a proper flush, you have to have, you know, all kinds of different connections and tools, and it takes like a whole day, I think. So that's not really possible, but my coolant was very clean. It looked like brand new. So that's actually pretty good. My problem last summer was probably just the coolant cap. It totally scared the shit out of me. Everybody was saying, oh, it's your head gaskets. It's head gaskets. Not my head gaskets. So that's good news. Like I said, next project will be the gauges. My EGT gauge, which I have to find the probe, and scan gauge 3 so I can monitor cooling, hopefully mileage, trans temps, oil temps, all that stuff. So also got a replacement EcoFlow Wave 3 air conditioner for my cab, which is pretty cool. And I can either have that cooling the cab, or I can run the hose in through my pass-through into the box for added cooling if I needed, but probably won't need it with a new 12-volt AC. Until next time, guys, I really appreciate you checking out my channel. I know it's kind of scattered all over the place this time, but just trying to catch up a little bit. Wasn't feeling too good this last probably 6 months, but feeling much better, and looking forward to making some more videos coming up soon. Hit that like and subscribe, really helps out. Trying to grow this channel a little bit this year. Maybe try to do 24 videos. That's like one every 2 weeks. My goal is one a week, but I don't know. We'll see. I gotta get my ass motivated. Catch you guys later.